Today we will be discussing perception. The topics that will be covered are how it occurs, perception, how it occurs, process of perception, factors affecting perception, and why this perception is important element in organization behavior. But I have divided all the topics into two parts. In first part, that is in today's this presentation or this video, we will be talking about perception and its definition, meaning, then process of perception. These are the two main topics that we will be discussing today in this particular video, and other topics will be discussed in next video. So perception. I have attached one picture on the screen, and this picture can give you a rough idea what perception is. 5 blind people, they are touching elephant and they are telling the parts of element as tree branch, column, wall or rope. So this is actually perception. This is not true thing. This is actually perception. And perception is, if we simply say perception, then it can be defined as we don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. So we see things according to our interpretation, not as the things actually are. And if we go to the definition of perception, then it is the process. It involves a process having a number of steps, and it is a process by which people select, organize, interpret, and respond to information from the world around them. The various things that are around us, they send us stimuli. We select the stimuli, organize the stimuli, give meaning to that, and respond to whatever information the world is sending to us. Perception is consciously done and unconsciously done. It involves searching for, obtaining, and processing information in the mind in an attempt to make sense of the world. This is a process, this is a thing that helps us in giving meaning or giving sense to the world. अगर हम जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन हमें हमारे आसपास से मिल रही है, अगर हम उसको प्रॉपर्ली ऑर्गेनाइज करके उसका मीनिंग नहीं देंगे तो हमें समझ ही नहीं आएगा हमारे आसपास चीज़ें किस तरह से हो रही हैं. एंड परसेप्शन इज दैट प्रोसेस which helps us in giving meaning to the world or meaning to our environment. Selection and organization. These are the two steps in perception, selection and organization. These are the two things which are responsible for difference in interpretation or perception between individuals observing the same stimuli. People may observe the same stimuli, same thing they may observe as something is there, some object is there in front of your eyes, and some other person is also observing that object. आपको वो ऑब्जेक्ट अच्छा लग सकता है और दूसरे को वो ऑब्जेक्ट अच्छा नहीं लग सकता. वो डिपेंड करता है कि कौन से स्टिमुलाइज उस ऑब्जेक्ट से जो आ रहे थे वो उस पर्सन ने सिलेक्ट किए और ऑर्गेनाइज किए, और कौन से स्टिमुलाइज आपने सिलेक्ट किए और आपने उनको ऑर्गेनाइज करके उस ऑब्जेक्ट के रिलेटेड मीनिंग दिया, जिसकी वजह से आपको वो ऑब्जेक्ट अच्छा लग रहा है और दूसरे व्यक्ति को वो ऑब्जेक्ट अच्छा नहीं लग रहा. सो दिस इज होल परसेप्चुअल प्रोसेस. इट इन्वॉल्व्स दीज डिफरेंट स्टेप्स. It involves receiving stimuli, selecting stimuli. Selection of stimuli depends on external and internal factors. Then organizing these stimuli, whatever you are getting, figure ground or perceptual grouping. Then interpretation, interpreting or giving the meaning to that stimuli, or after organizing, giving meaning to that organization, which can involve various factor or which may be affected by attribution, stereotyping, halo effect or projection. And after interpretation, giving meaning, we respond to that particular situation or stimuli that has been thrown at us. That response can be covert response or overt response. Covert response can be in the manner of changes in attitude, motivation, feeling. Or overt response can be in the form of behavior, the way in which we behave. So one more thing that I would like to tell you here, that Generally, perception and sensation, they are considered as same thing, but these two are different. Sensation is very different from perception because sensation is concerned with initial contact between organism and object or something else. Anything that is physical environment that is giving you stimuli, and perception is far much deeper process or stronger process than just sensation, because it involves not only receiving the stimuli, but it goes up to our response to that stimuli. And when we talk about this factor that affect perception, it is selective screening, perceptual set, Pollyanna principle, and perceptual grouping. Selective screening, we screen only the few things from whatever is given to us. Like we are bombarded, we are given different type of stimuli from the environment, and we receive all these stimuli with the help of our 5 sense organ. हमारे 5 sense organs होते हैं, और उन सेंस ऑर्गन की मदद से ही हम वर्ल्ड हमारे आसपास के एनवायरनमेंट से सारी इंफॉर्मेशन गैदर करते हैं. एंड दीज सेंस ऑर्गन्स आर आईज, ईयर, नोज, टंग एंड स्किन. Whatever information that we are taking from our environment is with the help of these 5 sense organs. But we do not take all stimuli that we are getting. Unconsciously, we select stimuli, and this selection of stimuli is a process, is a factor that influence our perception. The type of stimuli that we are selecting, that will affect our perception, because the information which will be filtered out will not be processed, और उसकी वजह से हम जो भी मीनिंग दे रहे हैं हमारे आसपास के एनवायरनमेंट को, वो डिफरेंट होगा. सेकेंड इज परसेप्चुअल सेट. Perceptual set is an expectation of perception based on your past experience with same or similar object. उस पर्टिकुलर जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट या जो भी पर्सन या एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर जो आपको स्टिमुलाई सेंड कर रहा है, तो आपका एक एक्सपेक्टेशन होगा कि यही सेम स्टिमुलाइज मुझे इस पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट से दोबारा रिसीव होंगे, और उसके बेसिस पे हमारा परसेप्शन डिफर कर जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हम एक कप को टच करने जाएं तो हमारा एक एक्सपेक्टेशन होता है कि कप के अंदर चाय रखी है और वो चाय गर्म होगी. हम उसको एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करते कि वो ठंडी होगी, हम क्या एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि वो गर्म होगी. तो हमारा परसेप्शन उस पर ही बेस्ड होगा. चाय के अंदर, चाय अगर कप के अंदर है तो वो गर्म है. Then comes Pollyanna principle, and this principle says that pleasant stimuli are processed more efficiently and accurately than unpleasant stimuli. Like खुशबू को हम बहुत अच्छे से एक्सेप्ट करेंगे, स्मेल करेंगे और उसको मीनिंग भी देंगे. इसी तरह से अच्छी न्यूज़ या अच्छी चीज़ें जो हमें हमारे आसपास से मिलेंगी, उनको हम इफिशिएंटली और एक्यूरेटली इंटरप्रेट करेंगे इन कंपैरिजन टू बैड न्यूज़ और सम बैड स्टिमुलाई. Next factor which influence perception is perceptual grouping. Generally हम क्या करते हैं कि जो अलग अलग स्टिमुलाइज होती हैं उनको हम मीनिंगफुल कुछ पैटर्न बनाने के लिए किसी एक पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म में अरेंज कर देते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड perceptual grouping. This grouping can be on the basis of continuity, how close two stimuli can be placed, how close these two stimuli are, or how similar the two stimuli are. So these are the few factors that affects perception. And as we discussed in process of perception, that selection of stimuli can be based on internal and external factors. Internal factors are generally in the perceiver, and external factors are in the stimuli that we are getting. So about internal and external factor and attribution, etc., we will be discussing in next video. Thank you.